Welcome everyone. I'm your host, Toyin, Umesiri, author of Mindset of an Entrepreneur. Today I'm so excited to share with you the entrepreneur's journey to success. This is a roadmap to helping you really achieve success faster on your journey, or your entrepreneurship journey. Before I go deeper into this journey map, I want to share with you a little bit about my background and why this journey map was put together in this format. So my background is really systems optimization for the world's largest company. I served as a certified SAP consultant, and pretty much what that means is implementing and integrating the world's largest companies through their systems, okay? I also have a second degree in information systems. So I come to this landscape really with a lot of big business strategy, systems optimization, right? Big thinking, big business thinking and strategies, okay? So one of the things that I've seen as I work with entrepreneurs and business owners, right, is that many times people don't know where to start and people don't know what to do next, okay? And so this journey map is an optimized approach to building a business, to scaling a business, to taking it from an idea concept to higher levels of success. One thing I also want to share with you is I generally divide my classes and programs into these components: strategies, mindsets, skills, right? And there's also an underlying spiritual component when I talk about your beliefs, right? In terms of the risks you're about to take, right? What do you see in your future? The intangibles that connect us to the principles of manifestation. So why do I bring those to bear for entrepreneurs? Let me give you a few reasons, okay? So if you don't think right, if you don't have clarity, okay, on any particular subject, okay, if you are confused, let me be very direct. If you are confused, if you don't have the right information, if you don't have guidance, if you don't know what to do, it becomes near impossible to build the right strategy, okay? Because you have to come to strategic planning, strategic implementation with the right frame of mind, right? The right thinking, the right approach. You have to have clarity about your goals, clarity about where you are. You have to see the gaps. You have to have steps. You have to be able to understand where you're going and where you're coming from and how to get there in order for you to build strategy. Because strategy, generally speaking, is about the most optimized approach to achieving a goal, right? If you have 5 ways to get to California, right? What the Google map does for us is it optimizes it and tells you this is the fastest distance, or this is the shortest distance, this is the fastest journey. It's about optimization. But in order for you to optimize, you need to know the options, the alternative routes, and then test out the alternative routes and figure out the most optimized approach to getting there. So if people do not have the right mindset, the right knowledge, the right understanding, okay, if they're missing clarity, they cannot build the right strategy. Now, when you actually have the right strategy in place, you also need skills to execute on those strategies, okay? So even once you know where to go and how to get there, in theory, to make it more practical, to execute those strategies, you require skills. That's why in the first chapter of my book, Mindset of an Entrepreneur, the first chapter says it takes skills. Every result you want to achieve and see in your world, in the world of business, you actually need people who have skills, people who can get things done, people who can do it precisely, with precision, with excellence, right? Those are the things as well I challenge entrepreneurs to invest in. So you have to think right, you have to design the right strategy, you have clarity there, and then we have to develop the skills that allows us to take our strategies and implement them, right? And this is where momentum is built. It takes action to build momentum, and momentum allows you to build the force that will help you create the impact you want to make in the world. Beyond skills, we start getting into systems, okay, automation. But automation requires us to have processes in place that are repeatable, predictable as well, right? It's about input, process, output. If you can predict the inputs, you can implement processes that will generate predetermined outputs. But if you cannot predict the input, and part of the input of your business is human behavior, okay? Human psychology, human behavior, human emotion, is because we are thinking and emotional beings. So part of what we need to master, right? Your clients and customers, their needs, their hopes, dreams, aspirations, what makes them think, what the things that they want to achieve, what are the things they want to achieve, what are their goals, their aspirations, right? You need to put that as an input into your system, right? And then being able to then engineer the right outputs, okay? Now, if I would take that a little bit further, I would then tell you, you also have to look at your beliefs, because your beliefs become an algorithm for, right, how you think, right? If you believe you can build a successful business, then you are going to have the confidence and you're going to come into the marketplace, okay, demonstrating your competency and your capacity. So one of the things I also support entrepreneurs on is making sure you are embracing the right beliefs, because the beliefs of tomorrow is what sets you on the journey of building a business. And also your clients and customers, their belief in you, your competency, your capacity, your product and services to serve them, to support them, to solve their problems is what they actually invest in. Okay? So we bring our beliefs to serving the world, and the world has to also believe and invest in us, right? That we have the competency, capacity, right, to support them on their own journey. So there is a spiritual component. There is an inner side of us, the divine side of us, that has to see something that is intangible. And when you think about your thoughts, your words, how they influence, okay, the impact you're going to make in the world. So just giving that as a frame of reference on in terms of where I'm coming from. And then, so let's get down to the roadmap. So this roadmap is also depicting a lot of the classes that I teach in my school. And in order to streamline them, right, what I've done is to make it in sequence. So I'm going to walk you through the sequence, and in your own business as well, I want to encourage you to get to the drawing board and try and think in this approach, because it's going to give you some transformational results as well. So the first journey is to think about mindset, beliefs, right? Our approach to life. Because your beliefs are really what you think is going to happen for you, okay? What you think has happened for you, what you think is happening for you, and what you believe would happen for you, because that's your intention. Okay, gaining clarity about your intention, about your why, is going to support you in many ways, okay? Particularly when it's time to build your brand and tell your story. Is that if you do not have an intimate awareness, right, and if you haven't gained clarity to get your story right in terms of why it is you're doing, what you believe, right, that has led you down this path to investing time, energy, and resources, what you believe for yourself, and also what you believe for your clients and customers. Because you have to believe that whatever they're going through, your product and services will be a game changer for them. It's going to solve, right? It's like the efficacy of a medication, right? A doctor is not going to prescribe a medication they do not believe will address a problem. I think the same thing we have to think about is we are not going to ask people to invest in a product and service if we do not believe that that product and service is the best approach for your clients and customers, because you have to care enough, right, in solving their challenges for you to build a solution for them. So what do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about your products? What do you believe about your services? And that is what you actually present in your offer to your clients and customers. This is what attracts, this is the magnetic message ultimately that brings in more clients to you and helps you grow your business. So the very first journey I take entrepreneurs through is the mindset program called the Game Plan, 12 strategies for winning in life and business. And also this program is supported by the Life Strategy Workbook. The reason this is so important is because your business soon enough will take over, will encroach on your daily life. Right? how much of your time, energy, and resources, particularly when you're starting, when you're a startup founder, you soon realize that in a way, it takes a huge chunk of your daily life, your time, your energy, your thinking every night, you're thinking in the morning, right? The business really wants it wants your attention. It's very attention seeking, right? So there is a new approach to organizing our life to be able to be successful in daily life and business. And many people do not anticipate this disruptive impact of the journey of entrepreneurship on everything they care about. So I help people prepare for that. So your life strategy challenges you. There are 12 strategies that I cover in that class. It challenges you to really organize your days, organize your approach, right? Understand your strengths and weaknesses, right? Really do a lot of internal thinking and rearrangement, because if you don't do that early enough, as you embark on that journey, you're going to encounter things that challenges you and almost questions your why. So I've seen this enough time to really then help entrepreneurs do it first. So mindset, belief system, getting that right is so important. This work is also important, particularly in branding. Why is it important? What I have seen is that if you start branding, let's say you come out of the corporate world, right? You've worked in corporate for over 20 years and now you're moving in, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to start your own business. If you immediately start to brand, this is what I've seen. You're likely to brand an old identity, okay? You're likely to brand who you've been, not who you need to be on your journey to success. So one of the beautiful things I've seen is that once people go through the mindset work, in a way, their inner power is revealed. The power you need to power your business, okay? The force you need to become to be able to drive impact in the world. That process of sitting with yourself and getting clear with yourself, in a way, it opens a new aspect of you, and then you can brand that. And the way I describe it is, do you want to brand the cat, or you want to brand the lion in you? The reason is because if you've worked with other people, for other people, 20 years, there are many sides of you that you've not used, okay? And your entrepreneurship journey will require you to bring those skills to bear. I say entrepreneurship is the highest expression of human creativity and productivity. You're going to be producing greater results in life as an entrepreneur than if you were doing something just tactical that everybody else thinks for you. They just ask you to do A, B, C, D, and you are rewarded based on your tactical contribution. Entrepreneurship requires us to be, right, multi-dimensional, multi-skilled, and so we need to emerge to become somebody almost like a pilot that can assess, right, a spectrum of opportunities and make decisions with clarity. So that version of us is what we need to continue to cultivate. And so when it comes to branding as well, if you've done the inner work, your message to the world will be clearer, will be more impactful, and you'll carry more confidence and audacity in the world, and therefore have greater impact. Beyond that, we also then go into market research. What I've seen, one mistake that I've seen entrepreneurs make, and they make this constantly, is that entrepreneurs make a lot of assumptions in terms of how the market will react to their products and services. So when entrepreneurs are new, they make these assumptions that if I build it, people will come. If I produce this product, people will buy it. If I present this offer, people will listen to me. If I post this, people will respond. That assumption is based on your own thinking and mindset and belief. And that may be flawed. And in order to correct our flawed assumption, the way to really address that is to do deep research, is to do market research. I want you to go into the marketplace and start asking your prospect real life questions. This way you can get real answers, not your own answers, not just your own mindset, but what they actually think about what it is you're trying to solve, Do they consider the problem big enough that they are willing to pay for it? What are they willing to pay for? What are the real problems? How would they rank the problems? On and on and on. And in order to do that work, we have the market research workbooks with 30 strategy questions that tells you the answers, the questions that you need answers to. Okay, in terms of who are your customers, what do they want, what are your products, how are you going to make money, how do you present your offers, on and on and on, is that we make a lot of assumptions based on our own thinking, based on our own exposure, based on our own assumptions, based on our own beliefs. But ultimately, you need to focus on the beliefs of your clients and customers, okay? The problems they face, right? Their goals, right? What it is they are willing to pay to remove those problems. We need to find that out. Because if you make assumptions and you price your products and services thinking that, oh, this is the value, well, you may think the value is this, but you need to really understand the people that are supposed to buy those products, do they agree with you? Do they agree with us? So market research is how we check ourselves and we make sure that we are building accurately to meet the demands of the marketplace. Now, when you go further, beyond just you, beyond just your mindset, I tried challenging entrepreneurs to now go deeper into the psychology of their customers. In retail, particularly, when I worked for Walmart at the headquarters of Fortune 1, one of the things we used to say is about customer obsession, right? Is that you need to consider deeply the emotional needs and emotional states of your customers. Many times, entrepreneurs and business owners, they make this mistake. They put themselves, right, as the heart of the business, okay? But I say the customer is the heart of your business. And just like the human heart pumps blood, right, blood flow, cash flows from your clients and customers into your business. So you need to make sure your clients and your customers, you put them as the heart. Your business exists to serve their needs. Okay? Your business exists to serve the needs of your clients and customers. And if you serve them well, okay, they will pump cash into your business. Okay, did you get that? Okay, good. Is that cash flows from them into your business, but you need to serve them. Okay, and so this is an adjustment I want you to make, because I've seen this too many times where entrepreneurs, the emotions of an entrepreneur becomes, the center stage. And I say, work on your emotions, work on your mindset, get a coach, get mentors, get experts, get a therapist if you need it, because this journey is going to challenge you to constantly think and figure out, right, next dimension and how to take your life next level. So get the help that you need to make sure you are fully well and able to serve other people. If you're empty, you cannot serve the world. Okay? So these are practical tips that I coach entrepreneurs on: is take care of yourself. Self-care is part of this journey. Mental health is part of this journey. Emotional health is part of this journey. Spiritual health is part of this journey as well. Because when you show up into the marketplace, then you are better equipped to lead the marketplace, to serve the marketplace, to then support your clients and customers as well. So you get your support, and then you can become an enabler and a support to others as well, so that you can enable them on their journey. So there is a specific laser focus that we put on customers in my school. Okay? We want to know them deeply, and so we go on this journey to identify who they are, right? Customer profiles. We do a lot of deep market research to understand their psychology, their emotional states, their wants, their needs, their desires, their aspirations, and their blind spots. What don't they know that they need to know? And you as the expert being able to show it to them. Just like a medical doctor, you go in with your symptoms, but the medical doctor has a lot of information about diseases in the world that you have never heard of before. But they take your input, your symptoms as input, and suddenly they say, I've seen this before. This is likely to be this or that, right? And that insight is then used to figure out, okay, what is the solution to the problem? Because every solution is mapped to specific problems. We go into value proposition as well, value management. So mapping your products and services to specific problems is also part of that journey. Because when it's time to communicate and talk to your clients and customers, whether they're here locally or internationally, you want to be able to tell the story of, okay, if this is what you're navigating, if these are the symptoms, if these are your struggles, okay, if this is what you're navigating, and you're not able to achieve A, B, C, D, right, you're able to say, we've designed a product and service that will help you do it faster, better, cheaper. You have all the adjectives you can tag on to help communicate the differentiation of your product and services. We also then go into pricing. Many people have questions. How do I price? What are the right prices? I have my own framework and my own idea about pricing because it's multi-dimensional. Many people only want to use one dimension to price. Oh, this is the price I think. But I challenge my students to go into the marketplace, because this is not just about you. Your business is operating within a market. There are market segments, there are behaviors. So depending on what it is you're selling, if other people, if your competition is pegging your solution, a similar solution at a certain price, and if you come into the market ahead or below, you have to explain to the to the customers and to the market, why is your price above or below? Because if you price your products below the market, then people think you've removed quality, that you have lower quality. If you price it above, then they have questions for you and say, okay, why is yours above? So you have to be able to articulate, if you're going into more of high-end luxury, right, then you have to make sure your branding, your messaging, okay, is also aligned to telling the story of why you are priced the way you're priced. You see, the red bottom shoe, okay, is priced above the market. And there is an explanation for that. And everybody understands that explanation. And everybody that wants to participate in, I'm walking around, my shoe looks red on the bottom. So people know the price tag is, right? This is the emotional things we invest in, right? So pricing your products above or below, you have to make sure you have supporting information for the marketplace. If you price it below, tendency is people think you've removed quality, that yours is lower quality. If you price it above, they want to see what you've done differently than your competition. What also influences and impacts pricing has to do with demand and supply. Okay, when demands are high, you have more leverage, you have more wiggle room when it comes to pricing. But if demands are low, you have to take that into consideration. You also want to think about the demographic you're bringing this product and services to. Because in the behavior in the marketplace, certain groups of people will see your solutions as worthy of a certain price tag. The same solution, okay, presented to another demographic, people might go, what's this? Why do I have to pay for it? There's nothing wrong with your product or services. It's just that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So you want to get clear, right? The people you want to serve with your product and services, how do they think? What do they value? And also, what price tag, okay, do they attach? Okay, what meaning and price do they attach to the value? Okay, so value is not equal in the eye of people. So you want to really take that into consideration. I cover that in my classes as well. We want to think about your business model engineering. How do you structure your business from a monetization standpoint? Okay, is it subscription? Okay, is one-time payment? How do you structure it in a way that over the next 5-10 years, you know that there's consistent inflow of cash? We go into that as well. Marketing, okay, content strategy, your communication to building the right relationships in the marketplace. Think about that as well. Your sales distribution channels, what avenues are you going to use to get that message across, to distribute your products? So physical products, definitely you need physical distribution channels. When it comes to services, you need a channel for your message, right? How do you deliver your message? Social media, radio, TV, newsprint, magazine. Is that you have to find ways of presenting your message. Where are the people you're trying to talk to? Okay, where do they congregate? Where do they gather? And you being able to make sure that your message is presented to them in the right way. You may also have, the opportunity not just to go to where they are. You could also invite people to you, where you host gatherings, you host activation events, you invite people to come and experience your brand, whether through webinar or luncheon or networking events. Is that ultimately Whether you're going to them or they are coming to you, you need to make sure that when that connection happens, that you're presenting the right message that closes on a gap of them not knowing who you are, they not knowing what you can do for them. So you want to really close that gap through your messaging as well. Also, we talk about launching your products. How do you launch? Okay, the first time you put a message about a new product, okay, or a new service, depending on whether you're an existing brand that people already know you, okay, that process looks different and dynamic as well. So those are foundational components of the journey, okay? I encourage you to follow this way of, should I say, approach, because it's been tried and tested and it works. It's a guide, and it also goes deeper into personal development as well, because as you grow, you can grow your business as well. Then we go into magnetic messaging, we go into processes. I want people to be process oriented, because you cannot scale your business, okay? You limit the growth of your business if you don't implement processes. And processes really are built on repeatable and predictable tasks. And once you have processes, you can automate. Okay, in order to automate anything, right? Automation is just repeats, okay? It's about repeating the same activities over and over and over again, and machines help us repeat things faster, okay? So, but in order to repeat certain things, you do not want to repeat a failed process, a process that has not been proven to work. So a lot of the early investments we make is to make sure that the underpinning foundation of the business is strong enough, that the processes are in place, that it works, that your message works, right? That how you communicate with your clients work, that they are buying. Once you test that, then we can say, okay, what do we need to do, right, to make that process automated so that you can accelerate your journey to success. We go deeper into lead generation, what you're going to put in place to continue to nurture and attract people into your business, whether you want to grow your list, whether you want to grow your contact list, the people you want to nurture, you want to create awareness with, you want to build relationships with, and those relationships you also want to think about how you convert it into business transactions. Many people want to, go into the transaction without building the relationship, right? But relationship, human-to-human relationship really is at the heart of business success. So a lot of the human-to-human, heart-to-heart engagement comes in when I teach emotional intelligence as well, because we do business with people we know, like, and trust. And our job is to make sure we continue to build the types of relationship that will yield the financial goals that we have. Okay? So this is just a framework again. When entrepreneurs start their journey, they're often confused to say, oh, I know I need a website, I know I need this, and everything is just scattered, right? People don't know what to do first, how to do it, right? So this is my approach to helping streamline the process and say, okay, start here and then go here next. But think about mindset, strategies, skills, and systems. Okay? You need the right clarity. This is why I teach, to offer clarity, to offer knowledge, to offer understanding about what's going on in the marketplace, what's going on within you, right? What your customers need. My workbooks offer clarity, because I know once you have clarity and you've tested out each of the approaches, you're setting yourself up for success when it comes to strategic planning, right? It's because once you have that foundation of knowledge, okay, exceptional knowledge in business, then you can implement strategy and say, okay, this is the approach I'm going to take in business. But when you don't have knowledge, when you don't know what your options are, how do you brand, how do you market, right? In each of those stages, you're going to do marketing plan, right? You're going to plan, you're going to strategize, you're going to execute, you're going to test, you're going to follow up, you're going to assess your result for each of the components of business. So that's also why I try to grow professionals, is that you need to learn, okay? First of all, you want to gain clarity. In order to gain clarity, you need abundance of knowledge in that space. Once you have knowledge, you can better see, right, where you're going. You can have clarity about destination, your goals, and then understanding how to navigate your journey. Once you do that, you can then say, okay, this is the best route, right? I want to be on LinkedIn, for example, content strategy. Which one is best? Is it LinkedIn? Is it Twitter? Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? You're not going to know until you've tested each of them and seen, and assessed how the platform has responded to your message and how people on the platform, right, also responds to the format. That's what I mean, is that you're going to test a lot of things, and out of those tests, you can evaluate the results, and then with that knowledge, you can assess which one is right for you, your business, right, for the results you seek. And then the next phase of skills, continuing to improve your skills, mastery level will get you mastery and higher, better results as well. So I'm going to stop right there for today. Check out toyinumesiri.academy to learn more. And it's been a privilege to really bring these resources to you and help you also to think through your approach to growing and scaling your business and taking it to the next level. I hope this continues to impact our economy. There are a lot of entrepreneurs, both new and existing business owners. I want to encourage you to say there are more opportunities in the world, whether in your local market or international market, but we do need to continue to structure our business to be able to attract better, clients and customers, to be able to support them so that we can continue to impact our economies positively. So thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of Quantum Leap. I'm your host, Toyin Umesiri, author of Mindset of an Entrepreneur. I'll see you again next week. God bless you. Bye.